What's good, y'all? Black and Indeed, we are back. This is still season 6, but today is the season finale of season 6. As always, my name is Isaiah.
I'm Tykiera.
This is Black and Indeed. Y'all will notice we have a third chair here. We will have a special guest coming on in just a few minutes, but until then, we kind of wanted this episode to serve as a sort of like a reflection. You know, I really like reflecting on things, and we felt like it was important for us to reflect on our impact here doing Black and Indeed. I'll be reflecting on the entire school year. Should obviously be reflecting on this semester.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, y'all please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Since this will be the season finale, we really want to hear y'all's feedback. Things that we can improve on for next season. Yes, we will be back for season 7 next school semester. But y'all also notice this will be a short episode. We had a lot of technical difficulties. You'll also notice this might be the last time that we film in this studio. We'll most likely be in a new location next semester, but we will see. But without further ado, go ahead and get into the episode. I'll ask you first. How do you feel Black and Indeed was this semester, and how do you feel that Black and Indeed has, I guess, impacted your life?
I mean, okay, I always knew about Black and Indeed because, you know, I had friends who were your co-host, Luzolo. We're good friends. I would watch the episodes, it'd be really nice, but I never thought that I would be, like, personally, like, be a host. I'm not saying it's something that I've never considered, but it's something that, like, was never a true thought in my head. So when I got the text, I was scared. Like, I talked to so many people. I was like, I don't know if I should do it. I don't know if I'm right for it. I don't know if, like, it's gonna work out the way, like, Luzolo plans on it, because she passed me the torch, and I was like, okay, I gotta follow Luzolo. Luzolo's really opinionated. She, like, you know, has a lot of thought. She's very knowledgeable in various things. What I didn't know is I'm gonna be able to keep up with that. So, you know, every time we filmed an episode, I got more and more comfortable. And, you know, it became a very home type of environment. I don't know, it's just like, it was a safe space for me. Especially, like, talking to you, hearing your opinions, and then me being able to freely express, like, how I feel and think about, like, topics, especially being Black at ND. Because me and my friends, like, we always talk about, like, how it is being here. So just being able to, you know, share it with you guys and share it with you, it was just really enlightening. And, you know, Black at ND, just going through, watching all the various videos that you guys have done before I came, and, like, what you guys will do when I leave. It's something that I can relate to, as we talked about in the last episode, like, having representation in Black media is necessary, and that's what Black at ND is. So I'm very happy that I was able to, you know, be part of the team. So, yeah.
Man, I want to, you know, normally we banter a little bit, you know, it's all fun though, it's all, you know, fun and love, but and I do want to thank you for coming on this semester and really contributing to Black and Indeed in the way that you did. You know, a lot of people loved you, a lot of people loved the thoughts that you had, a lot of people loved the humor that you brought, and so it was definitely special having you on this semester. And so I'm glad that Black and Indeed had the impact on you that you know, it was positive, and it was something that was very enlightening. So I'm happy about that. I think for me, y'all know I talk about Black and Indeed all the time, the impact it's had on me. I mean, it had a great impact on me. Like, this is something that I never really even saw myself doing, kind of like what you said, I never really saw myself doing it. It was just opportunity arose whenever more needed, you know, some new co-hosts to fill in. And I was like, I can run the show. Like, I can ensure that this, you know, continues on the legacy that he built, basically. And, you know, starting from last semester, I mean, it was special. It was special from the first episode, seeing the impact that the first episode had. We talked about these, the N-word in academia and in life. Seeing the reach that episode had, like, it's still to this day, it's still growing in views. There's still been a lot of reach that we're seeing from people all across the country, even across the world, you know, commenting on that video, talking about that video. But also just the impact I was able to create through Black and Indeed, just here on this campus, I felt like was really special to me. You know, it made me feel like a mini celebrity sometimes.
Right.
Seeing people come up to me and they're like, hey, you're Isaiah, right? You do Black and Indeed. Oh, man, y'all keep up the good work. You and Luzolo, you and Tykiera, y'all are killing it. Like, we love the content, like, stuff like that. It was really special to me. It still is special to me. I never saw myself becoming a mini celebrity on this campus like that. Not everybody knows me, but eventually everybody will know me. Let's be humble a
little bit.
But, you know, that was really special. But doing Black and Indeed also gave me a lot of opportunities to not only share the experience of what it's like being Black at Notre Dame and being Black just in general in the United States. It also gave me the opportunity to be invited onto panels and stuff like that. You know, I was invited onto a panel multiple panels, but the panel that really sticks out the most to me was a panel I was invited to that was sponsored by the Initiative on Race and Resilience. And they allowed me to represent Black N&D and essentially Black students here on campus. And I spoke in front of Notre Dame administrators, some of the top heads at Notre Dame. I was able, executives, I was able to speak in front of them and try and create the change that we want to see. And I was able to express some of the things that needed to be expressed, and I was able to keep it real, I was able to keep it authentic, and that's something that not every student has the opportunity to do. Not every student has the opportunity to really speak in front of administrators like that.
Right. And
I only had that opportunity through Black N&D, and I really couldn't imagine like what I would do without this show. Like this show has been very special to me.
Oh.
You don't got to do the little
It touched my heart. It's like, I can tell that it's very genuine. And also there's just a lot of things that like have happened to us like behind the scenes, like getting emails from professors about how we've like impacted people who've either watched Black N&D or like were a guest star on Black N&D, and like how that's helped them continue further like in their career and like what they're doing. So it's also just, I don't know, just being somewhere and seeing the impact that you create no matter what you're doing, it's just, it hits different.
It does. It's special. Shout out to Professor Taylor, Todd Taylor. He's like our #1 Black N&D fan.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to give him a shout out. But we've had a lot of fans, and this channel has grown in and of itself. It didn't grow as much as I'd hope it would grow, but we always have next year, and we're going to continue to grow the channel. But even then, I mean, we're up to, I think, 170 subscribers. I think in total we had over like 2,500 views on every video that we made from last semester to this semester. I mean, those are numbers that, as much as I love you more than the past crew, they weren't hitting the numbers like that. So I got to give us credit where credit's due. But that's definitely really, really special to kind of see that growth. And we're going to continue to grow. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in with us. And so without further ado, I wanted to bring on the guest that will be sitting here in the third chair, who is our producer. He's also the executive producer and director of Black N&D, Mr. Daniel McFarlane, Mr. D-Mac.
Come on down.
Come on over. This man's always behind the scenes, always behind the camera. It's his first opportunity being in front of the camera.
What's up, guys?
How you doing today, Mr. D-Mac?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful Thursday. It's finally over 50 degrees, and it's just nice. How are you?
Tired, but good.
Tykiera?
The same, tired but happy. Yeah.
Which is a big change from like 10 minutes ago when we were trying to figure all this stuff out. But
I know.
Yeah, the behind the scenes was, people had to climb on tables and everything. It was bad.
Me, I am people.
We had to hold the table down, okay? It was a group effort. Thank you.
We did. But, since we're limited on time, first thing I want to ask you is, how did you feel Black N&D went this entire school year, not even this semester, but this entire school year, and how did you feel that you were impacted personally by Black N&D too?
Great question. It's been a journey for sure. I remember getting that email from Luzolo in August and just thinking like, not really having any idea what I would really get myself into. And over the past 10 months, I believe, it's been just so much problem solving and teamwork and like learning, because this was a team project, Black N&D. We didn't really have any supervision. We kind of had besides from Kieran, shout out to Kieran.
Shout out to Kieran.
Best guy at Notre Dame TV right now. We just had to figure out how to do cameras, audio, and that was just the basic stuff. We had to figure out how to work around all the issues we had throughout the season. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the product we were able to give you almost every week. How I grew as a person, really the problem solving, like just having that mindset of being flexible, being able to adapt. Like, guys, this desk was almost not here. We were almost in a totally different area, and we were ready to work around that. Yeah, it's a lot of growth and just being flexible and being able to adapt to whatever life throws at you.
I definitely want to emphasize the fact that like this desk was not always going to be here. Like there were many times, especially this semester, where y'all were going to see a whole new background, a whole new back shoot. We're going to change places to film this episode, but we stuck with it here. And it is what it is. Things happen. but y'all really don't always get to see the behind the scenes stuff like we do. But I guess the next question I want to ask you is, while we're on the topic of Black Identity, what was your favorite episode that we shot?
It's a tie. I like the Eddie episode because Eddie's my guy, and I like the A&E episode just because of like all the planning we had to do for that one. Remember that?
Yeah, we were here for like 2 hours, I think, the night before we started doing it.
That was our first ever pre-production meeting for an episode, and I'm just glad it all worked out. Especially for you, that was a lot of editing. So thanks for that.
It was, and we're still working on getting that episode out. This season finale should be out after the episode, but just in case it's not, that will be out.
Forgot about that.
There's been a lot of other issues here.
What are your guys' favorite episodes?
I'm gonna say mine was A&E. Because I knew all of them previously, and like I've seen a lot of the things that they shot themselves, and I haven't like personally had the opportunity to talk to them. So then just being able to talk to them, hear the behind the scenes here was just really nice. And also they're all funny, so it was just a really good vibe episode.
Man, I have too many favorites. Like, that's my thing. I couldn't really just land on one. You know, I love the A&E episode was great. The episode with Chef Calvin, that was one of my favorites. That episode was great. And then the episode where me and Luzolo talked about should Black people care how white people perceive us. That one was one of my favorites, especially because I saw the impact that it had. Like, y'all know I wear do-rags like all the time. I'm wearing one right now. The amount of Black students I've seen who went from not wearing do-rags to wearing do-rags was like remarkable. And I'm not gonna say I was the sole reason for it.
Oh, here we
But
go.
I did have a few people say, you know, you kind of inspired me to like be more comfortable with wearing that and not really care too much about how white people perceive me. You know, you allowed me to embrace myself, my Blackness, and I really felt that was special.
Wasn't that episode 1?
Episode 2 or 3.
Oh.
Episode 2 or 3, super early. You know, I don't even remember, you know, some of the Black people who said that their names, but it was just special at least to kind of see that impact and to really see, you know, we're us. We have to embrace our Blackness, we have to embrace our identity, and I really enjoyed that. It's probably my top 3.
Oh, well, that's a good top 3.
And then since we're really running low on time, we're sorry because we really wanted this episode to be like a decent length. Stuff happened, you know, nothing we can do about it. But the last question I want to ask you is, it's not really a question. You had one of the biggest accomplishments, I think, of any Black student on this campus. You know, why are you doing that? See, he's a very humble guy, so I gotta set this up, y'all. Daniel McFarlane, you want to tell us where you're going to be working once you graduate from the University of Notre Dame?
Let the people know.
So after graduation, I'm going to move forward and join Comcast NBC Universal as a core tech associate. It's a rotational program for 2 years, so I'm going to be bouncing around different sectors of the company. And my first location will be Orlando at Universal Studios. So I'll get a dose of parks and development, and game development, and ride technology and stuff. Next, I might land at New York doing live TV production, or maybe Los Angeles doing film production. So
Y'all just gonna have to catch him where he goes.
And we will always update you on where he is too. Y'all will never have to worry about that.
yeah, but thanks for the shout out.
It's special. Like that's really, and I couldn't believe, this is my gripe with you, okay? You weren't even gonna tell us this. Like, I had to pry that information from you. And you knew you were gonna be working at Comcast, and you were like, nah, you know.
Well, yeah, I'm working
you
at
didn't tell us.
I didn't think it was relevant to the...
That is
What do
very
you
relevant,
mean?
man.
You are an executive producer at Black at Indie, doing what you love, and you get to continue to do what you love. You think it wasn't relevant?
No.
But you know, I just wanted to take the time out to really shout that out because, you know, like we always put emphasis on, you know, Black excellence, you know, being Black and, you know, producing that Black excellence. And I feel like that's one of the biggest examples that I've seen from a Notre Dame student of Black excellence. You know, there's some students that go out and do, you know, certain things, and there's no knock on other students that work, you know, smaller companies, smaller productions, but working at Comcast right out the gate, man, like that is special.
Jump.
Like, that's what I'm saying, that is really special.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
Of course.
And and I want to say from the bottom of my heart, we're very appreciative that you took on the job of doing Black and D for free. We're gonna try and pay you if we can, but you at least did it for free. And as far as I know, there wasn't any sort of pushback. Hey, y'all gonna pay me? So I really do appreciate that, because it really does. It means a lot to me to know you were really in this, for the passion, for the love of it. And I mean, without you, this production wouldn't have been made. You were literally the only person that responded to an entire message that Luzolo and I both sent out to try and get people to become a producer and a director and a videographer. So I really do appreciate that.
My pleasure, guys. And thank you, and you, for doing this for free as well. We're all doing this just because.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm looking at the clock. We're running out of time, unfortunately. We really want this episode to be longer, y'all. Like, we really did. But things happen in life, and all you can really do is just work through it, kind of embrace the change and just work through things. So we hope that y'all really did enjoy the production we had this semester as well as last semester. We really hope y'all continue to support Black and D. We're going to be back for season 7 next school year, maybe in August, most likely September. We're going to see. But throughout the summer, we're still going to be keeping you updated on the Instagram page. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Black_@ND. That will also be in the description box for this YouTube video and all our other YouTube videos. That's going to be the way y'all keep up with us, get all of our updates. But for the last time this school year, this semester, Black is beautiful, Black is love, Black is excellence. We love y'all, and we out.